Welcome to Elisa's Art Room. Tonight we're going to continue working on our nature journal. So y'all come in and join me, say hi, let me know you're here. We are live. If you're watching the replay, or may not be. Always have to say that. It should say a little like red live up there at the top left-hand corner, so if we're still live. At least on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, it's definitely a replay because I can't go live on YouTube yet. So that's how you can tell. Let's see. Find you guys on my phone here. Hey, Dawn. Turn my volumes down. All kinds of notifications. I haven't looked at it in hours. Oh, let's see, there's that. Get the Kindle to work. Hopefully everybody's having a good evening. It was hot here today. Not like hot, but it was like 68. Like we went from 10 last week to 68. Go figure. Gotta love Georgia weather. It was nice. I got to open the windows for a while and air out the house because it's just been so stuffy with the heater and everything, you know. Hey, Natalie. All right, almost got you guys pulled up. And then I can see the chat once I move the camera up top. You're jealous it was 37? I'll bet. Yeah, you know me, I don't like cold. Hey, Angela. Okay, I think I got this Kindle to work, kinda. Maybe. We'll see. All right, so we're working on this nature journal. It always looks very blown out on my end, but sometimes it looks okay when I watch the replay. But that's it so far. Not sure what I'm gonna do tonight, guys. I was thinking about, do I just want to decorate a page or a tag, or I've got all these little papers that I made. This little recycled packaging is what it is. I thought about decorating one of those. Thought about doing specimen cards. I'm sure I'll do specimen cards at some point. I just don't know if I'm ready for it. I kind of am. I kind of have everything I need. I'm not sure how I'm going to display them, but we can make them. And then I'll figure out, how to display them in the journal later. Okay, so I think we got a few people in here, and I can go ahead and just pull this camera up top and get started. Hey, Deborah. All right, 1 second. Come on. All right. Does it look straight? Yeah, it's pretty straight. Okay. All right. So, let's see if you guys said anything. No. All right. Tired. I've been running around too much. All right, I pulled these couple of tags out of another journal. They're actually my Defemember journal, but I think they're going to look much better in this journal, so we're going to use them in here somewhere, wherever they look good at some point. I just kind of stuck them in there so I didn't forget to use them. So let's see what pages we got coming up. So we have a B page, which I'll do B stuff. I'll do B stuff there. It's got like dragonflies and stuff, plants. I have a plan for that. So we need to finish this up. I kind of finished it off camera because it was just taking too long. And it's just a repetitive thing. So let's see, I'm going to pull these away. Pull this. I'm going to set that there. Pull this away. Alright. So I finished all these little tags up in the pockets. So each one has the bird and the word and the letter it represents and a little saying on them. Do you want me to read the little sayings on them? I can. There's 24 of them though, so it'll take me a minute, but I don't mind. Or I can just hold them up close and y'all can read them by pausing or something later. Not now. You can't pause now. Y'all let me know. I'll give you a second because it takes a minute for replies to come in. And I'm thinking maybe I might do the specimen cards, guys. Just because I have a plan for Sunday that I think you guys are going to like for Stencil Sunday. So I was playing around with a couple new stencils I got and came up with a cute little idea. So, any thoughts? All right. I'll just start from here. All right, we're going to decorate this bottom just real simple, but just so I can show you. Let me get on my, hopefully it's reconnecting. Come on. Okay. It's hard for me to see, but, oh, let's get the light up here. Okay, so albatross, and then there's this little saying. So I think I'll hold them up here. Is my in focus? I can't tell. I think I am. I'll hold them up here and then you guys can pause if you want to read it. That'll be the quickest way. Okay. Bittern. Okay. We're not going to say this word. It's a rooster. Duck. You have to be so careful what you say. Eagle. I knew y'all would laugh about that. And we just did flamingo. And hopefully it's in focus. I can't see this. I can't see my screen this close. Grebe? I don't know how you say that word. I'm not sure. Do you not know? Hummingbirds. I need like really strong glasses so that I can see this screen up close. J. Hopefully it's in focus enough. Not that it's a big deal. So this little design, or the way these were made, I'm not incredibly happy with it. Because it leaves this little spot where it's glued in between the pocket there, and it catches. And I tried to make sure that it was glued really flat across there, but it still kind of catches on some of them. So I'm not thrilled about that design. So I did it again in a different way on another page, which you will see on Sunday. I'm not going to show you now. Magpie. And I think it works better the way I did it the second time. These are really cute though. I just thought it was going to be a fun idea for a page. It's really a time-consuming idea though. So unless you got a lot of time, I wouldn't necessarily suggest trying this one, because I would say it took me a good 3 hours to do this spread and complete. Okay, I'm doing these kind of fast because we don't want to take up a ton of time with it. But I did want you to see each one because they are cool. And when I do the flip through, I probably won't do this again. I'm just not saying what each one is either. Some of them are using 2 letters, like this one uses U and V, because there's a U and a V, but they're not the right order. But there were 2 that did that. So I just put the, when on the back of those, I just put the 1 letter. I don't know if I was on the screen there. Is it Zima? This lighting is bad. I think it's Zima. I'm not real sure. A lot of these birds are birds I'm not familiar with. Yellowhammer. And I guess Ozul. Ozul? I don't know. Like I said, some of these I don't know. All right, so there is that. Let's make sure we're still in focus. I'm trying to see my hand. Let me get on my stool so I can see if we're in focus before I start. Nope, we are not. Okay. Nope. Let's try it again. We're going to go very slowly from here. Come on. Stay. Did you do it? Okay. I think it's in focus. All right. So there is that. And then what I've got is these little nature labels that I had made a while back. They're in my Etsy shop. Let's see. So I had an order I was thinking. So I think discover, nature, explore, and breathe. I think that's a good order. So we're going to ink them. Thinking that was the one I re-inked, but it's not. I've been inking and dyeing stuff all day, so hopefully I don't have too much ink on my fingers. Kept forgetting to put my gloves on, as usual. Sometimes if you catch it with some alcohol, you can get it off your hands, but sometimes it just doesn't come off. Hey, Dorothy. Missed an end. All right, let's glue these on. I think we're just going to keep it simple as that. I'm not going to... I thought about adding like a little picture or something, but honestly, I would want it to be a bird or something, and I don't have anything that really fits. So I think I'm just going to keep it simple. We'll go on to another page. Let me straighten that up so I can hopefully get these on straight. These are printed on different papers. This one's a heavier paper. Not that anybody can tell once they're glued down, but I just noticed it. I was like, oh, those other ones were really flimsy. I think they're just on regular copy paper. All right, there we go. I think that looks good for a middle spread. All right, so did anybody say anything to my question? Nope. All right. Well, let's see. I guess we can do specimen cards. All right, let's see if I can find all my little parts for a specimen card. And then I'm going to figure out maybe where I want to put them for colors. I might think about that. I'm trying to avoid opening this one because I don't want y'all to see. Well, you know what? I'll just take it out. I'm trying to keep it a surprise for Sunday, so I already kind of made half of it. All right, let's see. Where's a good specimen card page? So not the bees, because I'm going to put something else there. Plants could possibly work. So maybe not this signature. Plenty of space there and some blank pages. This is the one I'm doing Sunday, so I can't do that one. These are going to be insect specimen cards. Well, insect and flower. I could do it as a spread on this butterfly page. That might be a good option. Yeah, maybe I'll do that because specimen cards take up a lot of space. So either one of these pages, I guess, would work. All right. Which one? That one has flowers and butterflies. Let's do that one. It's also got a little more browns, which my cards are brown. I think I'll do that one. Hey, Bonnie. Okay, so let's see. Where did I put them? Way over there. So I got my die cutter out and cut a few. I didn't do a lot. I may do more off camera. This is one I did the last time I did specimen cards. It's just like a fold over type. And I just cut these squares out by hand with an X-Acto blade. I'm sure the video exists somewhere on my page. So I did a couple with these round. These are just circle die cuts. And then I did a couple more that are traditional. So more this shape. With a little bit larger at the bottom and then square. So I got 3 of these and I guess 2 of those is what I've done. And we'll see what we can do with them. So I'm going to use transparency film. You can use acetate packaging, you know, whatever. But I have a ton of this back from when I used to do murals and on, you know, walls on buildings and stuff. And when I did that, I used to trace it onto a sheet and then put it onto the wall. And that's how I got it on the wall, just for ease of doing that. So I have like a whole box of this paper. And it's just a thin, like, it's basically like an acetate. So it's very thin. It's not super heavy. It's not much heavier than a sheet protector. So if you don't have something like that, feel free to use your normal packaging, you know, something like this, or you can use half of a sheet protector. I'm going to get that back in there. Hold on, let me see. Where is it? Like sheet protector types. You can use those. I don't even know if there's any in here. I might have one left. Something like that. This one happens to be heavy duty. There's also a lighter one here somewhere. I like the heavy duties when I'm packaging stuff. And nothing is going in right. Where's the other one? Here, I saw it the other day. I don't know. It's floating around here somewhere. I guess I moved it. Okay, but anyway, a lighter version of that works fine. So any kind of packaging that you get something in, you know, you can use this. If you don't have anything else, just use that. It works fine. You can even use like vellum or something, but then it's not going to be super see-through. So it kind of depends on how see-through you want it. And then I think I'm going to use the tape. So you can use glue or tape. Tape is faster. Dries faster. Somewhat, I think it's a little bit easier. The problem with using your glues like art glitter glue or even Fabri-Tac or anything like that is that they don't really stick to plastic permanently. Like they'll stick a little bit, but if you peel it in any way, it's going to come right off. So if it gets bumped or anything like that, here, I'm going to show you because I did a little test. So I did art glitter glue and it just peels right off. Okay. It'll stick, kind of, sort of, but it will come off. I did two different types of plastic to try on, a thicker and a thinner, and neither one worked. Glossy accents, which a lot of people suggested, also peels completely off. EGA, Elmer's Glue All, peels completely off. None of these stuck. They stuck while I did it, but then they just peeled off later. Fabri-Tac, same thing, peeled off. The only ones that didn't peel off was the Scotch double stick tape and the double adhesive roll. Those stick and they just pull the paper up if I try to remove them. Like they don't come off. Okay, so if you're looking for it to stick and not come off, then use, you know, something like this or a glue that's made for plastics, like this Beacon Gem Tack. That's made for plastics, but it takes forever to dry, like 24 hours. So, you know, it has its downfall. So seeing these glues, like they work fine. It's like, yeah, they kind of work fine until you actually, you know, attempt to remove it, and then it just falls right off. But if you're going to sew it, it doesn't matter what glue you use. You know, go ahead and use some art glitter glue or something and just tack it in place and then sew around the edges. You can do that too. I'm not going to sew these, I don't think. If I was going to sew them, I would not use the tape because it's very sticky and it would definitely gum up my needle. And these are just scrapbook.com double-sided tapes. I've got two different sizes here. This is a 1/4 inch and that's 1/8 inch. Okay, so that's my thoughts on that. So since I'm not going to sew it, I'm going to go with the the glue tape stuff, sticky tape. All right, so let's think about how we want to decorate these. Do I want some words and stuff on them? Probably. So I think these will look fine because there's plenty of browns that it'll pull off of on this page. And I don't know how I'm going to put them on here exactly. May or may not put them all. I'm thinking I might, it's a double page. I don't know. I might figure it out. You know, maybe there'll be a pocket, maybe there won't be. I don't know. We're not going to worry about that today. We'll worry about that on another day. Today we're just going to make them, okay? So let's set that aside, and that will be my, I'm going to put a little label on it though, so just in case I forget. I probably won't forget, but you know, just in case. Sometimes I forget. So we're just going to say specimen card. All right, so that's what's going to go there. So let's see if we can make some. So first I got to cut some acetate to fit these. So I'm just going to grab one of each, figure out the size. So you don't want it to come all the way to the edge if you can. That way you can. I could put a little bit of art glitter glue on the very edge if I want to seal that edge better, as long as this acetate's not there. So as long as I stay right inside, I can use this fine. I'll probably still use some tape to hold it, at least the main section, and then maybe I'll throw that on, but it might be overkill too, so I don't know. I don't know. So I'm just going to cut this out. I'm going to use my square. So I kept all the little punches from when I did the die cuts. So I can just grab one of these and then make it a little bit larger. It's like 1/8 of an inch larger. So I'm just going to line that up. Now I know you guys probably can't see that at all because it's very see-through. But I think it's on my grid, right? I'm going to use my Sharpie, if I can find it. Oop. There it is. Y'all still with me? My phone is froze again. It's way back on the animal things. Seriously, phone? Let me pop out of it and reload it. Kindle's still going. Let's see if I can see this. I'll end up with ink everywhere, but I can kind of see it. Now, I don't know that there's a better or a worse way. This is just how I've done it in the past. Once I get one cut, then I can use it. We'll do one, and then we'll do a circle. So let's see. The circle doesn't have to be a circle. It can be a square, okay? You just want it to be, it's almost the same size as that, just slightly smaller. So I can just do another square and not go quite so far for the circle one, because I don't want to try to cut a circle. That would be a pain. And could I use the hole punch? Maybe if I put like 3 layers of it, it might punch through it, but it's not going to punch through one layer for sure. So about maybe there. And we'll test it and make sure those are the right sizes, but I think they will be. So for each one of these, you need 2, remember, front and back, so that you can sandwich. And then this will cut with scissors or with your knife, or even your rotary cutter. It's very thin. Now, if you're using a sticker, you don't necessarily have to have 2 pieces of acetate. I like having 2 pieces of acetate if I remember. I have forgotten and done it without them, but I tried to do 2. Whoa, I don't even know where that went. Oh, there it is. Like it totally went somewhere. Way off the line. It doesn't matter if your line shows where you did it with the Sharpie, because it'll be hidden inside the card. Alright, so let's see if this is the right size for our circle. So we're just going to lay that on there, see if it's too big. Oh, smaller. The one direction's fine, but the other direction needs to be smaller, so let's go about here. See how that looks. Maybe even a little bit smaller. Oh my goodness. It's hard to see. It's so hard to see. I'm just guessing. Having the black line honestly helps. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so for the circles, I want this size, which is, it's exactly 2 by 2 1/8. And then for the squares, let's make sure it's right first. That's good. For the squares, I want, it looks like 2 3/8. There's my ruler. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Yep. About 2 3/8. So, and it's square. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these, which ideally I should have done ahead of time, but I did not. So I could almost sandwich these and cut them, but I think I'm just going to try to hold it. As long as I hold it firm, I should be okay. I'm thinking about coloring the edge of that so I can see it though. Like having that Sharpie on there really helps, because then you can see the edge of it. As long as it's not, so much that it shows on everything else. But I do like being able to see it. I'm just going to try to catch the edge of it. There. I don't want to go too far because I don't want it to show on the inside. Right, there. I just need it on one so I can find the edge. Where's the other one? The little one? Where are you at? There you are. I see you. This is just my glue board, cardboard. I'm not worried about having Sharpie on it. Right there. Now I can see those edges. That'll make it easier to find them, because they just disappear on you guys. Where's my little box? I had it just a second ago. I'm going to stick them in here because then I'll be a lot less likely to lose them. Alright, let's see if we can cut some of these out fairly fast. Could probably get 2 of those small ones out of that. Let's do that. It might be easier to lay it down and do it, but I can't tell because it's so slippery. I don't know what the easiest way is to do it. Is it easier to do it on a it just kept getting crookeder and crookeder. Let's go really close. Alright, so there's 3. And I need 3 more. Now, let me try it. I don't know. I don't know which is the most efficient way. So I could probably get 3 out of that line. I'm going to try to draw a line on this grid. Where's my... I covered it up. Oh, there it is. Where'd it go? All right, let's try this. Believe it or not, it's laying on that grid. Is that showing? Yeah. And then one there. Okay. I think this is faster, but I don't know. All right, where's my knife? Honestly, in some ways, I think cutting the acetate out is, I didn't mark both sides of that, so I'm going to try to use the grid, is more tedious than cutting the cards themselves. Just because it's harder to deal with. Alright, let's see. Did I get 3 of them? I thought I cut that edge, but I guess I didn't. I just drew the line, didn't I? Let's see if I can keep that to stay flat. Stay flat. You gotta sometimes hold your finger over it. It's like you gotta have your finger on the ruler and your finger on the acetate at the same time. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there one more? Oh, there it is. I see it. Just double checking. They're all different directions. Because this one happens to be longer on one side. They're definitely not the same. I don't know what I did. Oh, maybe it's that one. It's closer. Let's see. I think it's because I got so crooked on that one. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, that's okay. We'll fix that one. Just gonna hold it. Sometimes when you try to cut the acetate with the scissors, it starts going crooked and you can't straighten it back out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, there's those. And then we need 6 of these. I think this is a little faster doing it on the table. Find a clean edge. So this one's, I think, what did I say, 2 by... Where's the one with the ink on it? Oh, there it is. Okay. 2 and about, I don't know, 1/4 maybe. Yeah, just over, about 2 1/4. I'm gonna try to use the grid. I'm going to do this before I do the side one, and hopefully it'll stay somewhat straight. I know it's not perfect, but it just keeps sliding on me. As long as it still fits inside, we'll be okay. Let me make sure this got really small. We're going to be okay. Yeah, we'll be okay. It's tight, but it'll be okay. All right, so 2 1/4 about. I'm not going to mark them, I'm just going to cut them and hope for the best. So it won't take forever. 1, about 2 1/4, 2. How many is that? I know I had one more already cut, so that's 4. 2 more. Where'd it go? Yeah, this got really small there. I think it'll be okay, but it is a little bit small. There's one. And is that last one big enough? Nope. It looks like it's about the same size as this. Yeah, I'll keep it in there just because it is about the same size. All right, let's grab one more. My edge. Come on, straighten. Okay. All right, I think that's all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. All of our acetates cut. Not incredibly painful. All right. Let's move that. Although I'm probably going to pull that right back out because I was thinking about using it. Set this there. So I'm thinking we'll stamp on these. We'll just use that. So just some sort of like a little bit of background of writing, I think. So we need the 3 fronts. These should be all the same. They might be off slightly, but enough that I can just trim it if they are. So 3 of those, because these are going to be the backs. I'm not going to decorate the backs. And then, do I have 6 of these? How many do I have? 1, 2, I'm missing something. What's missing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I only have 2? Maybe. Do I only have 2? For some reason I thought I had more than that, but I guess I only did 2. Okay, that's fine. So we need 2 of those. All right, so we're going to decorate these. Something fun. All right. I think I would use... So I've got those rub-ons. Where are they at? I got the Field Notes rub-ons by Tim Holtz. Those will be good. And then I've got stamps. I'm thinking I'm going to use just a basic stamp, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to make it too busy. Maybe I'll just use rub-ons. Rub-ons are time consuming, but other than that. And then I've got like little bitty bits of things. These probably, really, this, you only need that in reality. But I do have other bits. So, is that the Field Notes? I think so. I took the Field Notes that was in the packages and I put them in here. I think that's it. I'm just going to pull it out. Set that there. This is a calendar. Oh, and then this. Alright, so we'll keep those. Just in case I want to pull from any of them. And so I've got pressed flowers and I've got some dragonfly and butterfly stickers. So pressed flowers, butterflies, and pressed flowers, and then there's dragonflies somewhere. Oh, there they are. Dragonflies. So we'll use these, some of them. Like I said, I could just do tons of these, but they are time consuming, so we're only going to do a few. Alright. So I think maybe I should decide what's going to go in them first. I don't guess it matters. The only thing that would matter is if it's maybe insect or plant. We might want to keep that similar. So these are a little large for the circles, I think. So I'll have to do these in a square. So maybe we'll do one of each of these in a square, and then these will be the plants because they'll fit better in the circles. So we'll do that. Let's see how these rub-ons look. So you get 2 sheets, so a decent amount. All right, and we're just going to add some of this. going to be a little bit debating if I could just add a bunch, but I think on this one I want something larger too. So maybe, what did I say? Those were going to be flowers. So a plant. It's not big enough. Maybe these are bigger. There weren't a lot of flowers in that Field Notes one. Or butterflies. Not that I can't mix it, but I keep getting on the other side. Pull these out and look at them. Now let's just concentrate on the circles first, so I'm not overwhelmed. Alright, so we do have these. Debating how I want to use these. Lilies. Oh, there's more flowers there. Kind of fits. Any more skinny ones? There's one. Maybe. What's that? I think that's hydrangeas. Which I know these won't match or anything, but that's okay. They don't have to. That size better. Well, that's pretty too. Alright, let's do that maybe. Keep the pop of color on that one. And then the rub-ons. Flowers back together. We could still add a butterfly or something, or even a mushroom, honestly, if we wanted. Alright, I'll think about that. I might just do the Field Notes snippets and things. Oh, I saw the flower out. Get back in there. So, specimens. I'm going to put some of these rub-ons first, but I'm kind of trying to see what else I can use. I like the specimen. And then maybe a colorful stamp or something. Got quite a few stamps on here. Maybe we'll determine the stamp once we figure out the color of the flower. So we'll keep these handy for that. I'll just put them back in here, but I'll wait until I figure out what color the flower is. So stamps, and then maybe one of these little guys or these. Alright, something like that. Let's put this up here for now. I want to rub on this or on that. I could probably do it on that. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's going to be challenging. Alright, Field Notes. You could put maybe one of the bigger words too, or the bigger numbers. They're a little challenging to cut out. Try to go around it. And get around that B. He put them really close on some of these. Oh, I didn't go all the way. Field notes, Exhibit A and Specimen. Ooh. Stamp would be faster, I think. But I have, it totally came off already. Really don't do that because you know you're sticky under there. So once you cut them, it seems like they fall apart very easily, which makes me wonder how sticky they are. Alright, so I said I'm going to put the flower like that, so maybe this here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and kind of stick that, and then we'll do Exhibit A on this one. I'm not rubbing them in yet. Maybe field notes top. I'm sure there's lots of field notes. There's little B's and there's numbers. So numbers, maybe sideways number. There's a number. I like these long numbers. Get those. I can't cut that direction. These are going to be fun. Once you start cutting them out, I can imagine they're going to be a little bit challenging to store. Doesn't it seem like that would be the case? So I'm thinking I can put these sideways. Maybe two. Something like that. Something like that. Doesn't have to be the same. That's empty. Empty, okay. So that's good, that's good. And then I might still do some inking on them just to kind of fill in some space. And I kind of wanted to put some brads since I'm not sewing. Find another number. I had a number. Where'd it go? Oh, I didn't finish cutting it. There it is. Number. Big old number. So we have this. Maybe this. I'll just put you over here. I might trim that a little bit more. We'll see. And then a number can go... maybe not. Might be too much. I don't know. It's a little big. Let's find another one. I feel like it needs more texture or something. There's a number smaller. What else do I have on here? I like the handle of care, but I don't like the shape. Let's find one more field notes. There's one. Okay, we'll put that there. So these are going to end up going, I think, in here. And then I'm going to hope they don't fall apart. Let me get my stamps. I feel like it needs something. Where's that toxology stamp? Not there. What do I have? No. Oh, okay. You didn't put it back where it goes, did you? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I want that stuff. Okay. And then archival ink. Use this ink. Alright, I want some texture and stuff. Just a little bit of texture. Where's my blocks? Block and the writing. I'll just stick it on there for now. I might just change it to the other one. Okay, set that back there. I think black ink, since we're doing the black rub-ons. Alright, so I think I'm going to do these two that came apart first, but other than that, I think I'll do the ink first. I hadn't intended to do those, but since it was falling apart on me, I went ahead and stuck them. So I was afraid they'd get messed up if I didn't. Okay, so it comes with a popsicle stick, which I don't like, so I'm just going to use my rub-on stick if I can find it. Okay, rub-on stick, where'd you go? What? Oh, it's right in front of me. I hope these work good. I haven't tried them, so your guess is as good as mine. We shall find out together. It seems like it's coming off. Okay. Specimen. I don't know if it's working as good on this cardboard. I should move to my board. Okay. All right. So for the rest of that, I want to do the stamping first. Let's move these out of the way. That way it's underneath. And although I might put a little on top of the. We'll see. I might put some on top. I just want to give it some splotches, you know, give it, look like it's been around the world a little bit, right? Just a bit. A little bit of texture. All right, let's do the other one. What is my thing? This is a chamois. And do a little bit of writing. Maybe some sideways. I'm trying to think where things were going to be, so I don't do too much. Yeah, that's light. I didn't want it super heavy. I'm going to do this one on this side. Okay. Not quite as light, but that's okay. Alright, clean that off. And now we got a little bit little more going on there. All right, so filled nuts goes on the top. If I can get it apart. When I want it to come apart, it's not gonna. Isn't that typical? We'll see how well it shows. I think it'll still show up. So straight, kind of, sort of. I'm just going to use my tweezers. All right. Fine. Where's the other one? It's like right on the spot, but that's all right. It's character. What time is it? This is going to be so time consuming, guys. All right, that's good. Do one more. Yeah, you can't do too many rub-ons. You do a lot of rub-ons and you're going to end up taking forever. So unless you want to put a lot of time into it. Which I don't mind when I'm on my own time, but when I'm doing a live, I try not to get too crazy. Alright, so I'll just throw this number here. And keep it straight. Rub off. You can kind of tell. Oh, I guess flashed out for a second. I think you're back. Mm-hmm. Come on. There. Now you can also put them together first and put your specimen in it first if you want. The only thing that might be different is having a little bit of a bump or something maybe where the acetate is. It might affect you putting on like a rub-on or something. I don't know. It's probably not a big deal. Alright, those are getting there. So then, let's put our lid on that. Let's ink this with just some, I think some walnut. Find my thing. There it is. Which one's that? That's vintage. Okay. I'm just going to ink this little plant a little bit. It kind of looks like maybe a hydrangea. I don't know. I'm not good with flowers. One. This one's definitely like a rose. Okay. Specimen thingy. Technically we have two things that say specimen, but that's alright. Maybe I'll change it. Should I change it just because we have two? This one doesn't say specimen, but that one does. I'm sure I have something similar without using one that says specimen. That's too big that way. Let's do it that way. Same thing over here. Let's see what else we got. I have just this one here that's got a little bit of color to it. What's that one say? Collected. That's good. We'll do that one instead. These little guys, which I really don't like all that outside edge. I'm gonna very loosely fussy cut that. It had like a lot on that one edge. Every now and then when you get these little die cuts, they don't line them up. I don't know where I'm gonna stick it. Maybe there. This one's not as bad. Y'all still with me? So quiet. Okay. I don't know if I did that, but it didn't look like it. All right, that's not too bad. I feel like it needs something there. What else do we have? We have type slides with a little more color, maybe. Oh, the stamps, that's what I said I was going to do. All right, well, let's pull them out and look at them. Then we'll grab our flowers to see what color flowers we were going to do. If I can get these out. Fighting it. I lost half of them. I'm trying to watch if I'm going in and out of focus because I'm getting close to the camera. I think I'm okay. All right, so let's glue that down, and then the flowers. So we have blues, reds. The red would probably go good with that, so we'll put something from the red pile there. And then I've got a lot of pinks in this one, so we can do it. Whoops, I'm losing them. Lost a purple one, lost two purple ones. They're very fragile. That's the only problem with dealing with pressed flowers is they are very fragile, and they will fall apart on you. And they did a good job of packaging them. They're like packaged in the sleeve, and then they've got like another sleeve. So they did a decent job, but they still fall out some. All right, so I'm thinking I could do pink there. Maybe the pink. I also had one that looked a little bigger. Let me see how big that is. Oops. The little ferns are so cute. This one's a little bit bigger. It might be too big for that circle. Let's see. Let me look at this one. I'm going to end up dropping them all. There's some status in there too. Technically the bottom. The bottom looks better than the top. I'll leave that. All right, in there. All right, we'll do that one. Let's see if I can get it back in there now. I thought I taped it. I guess I didn't tape this one. I tried. For whatever reason, I didn't tape that one. I taped the plastic on all the rest of them. Just on the one side there. I knew it was going to fall out. Oh my goodness. Come here, flowers. These little sets come with tweezers. They give you tweezers. Their tweezers are useless. Do not try to use them. They do not work. These tweezers are nice. These I got from probably scrapbook.com. You do need tweezers to handle these guys. I don't know what that noise is. I assume it's something my husband is watching. It sounds like a bird. Oh my gosh. They're so pretty, but they're so tiny and fragile. All right, is that all of them? No. Gosh, I'll never get them back in here. Still got the one I want, right? Okay, I think I got them all. Let's try this again. Try not to make it fall apart again. Where's the envelope? Okay. There's that one. Let's pick a red one. So we can not destroy them all this time. I think this one's glued. Tapes, yeah. Okay. I found it helped a little bit if I taped the one side of the plastic. So it just kind of stays with it. Alright, so what do we want to use? I don't want the maple leaf, although it is really pretty. It's like a little tiny Japanese maple or something. These. I could maybe just use that little piece. Yeah, I might just cut off a little section of that instead of doing one of these. I think I'll do that instead. These are cute too though, but they're really, really tiny. We'll use these somewhere else. So let me see if I can cut that without losing everything here. So I think I'm just going to take off, looking at what section would work. So I'm sure these are in pieces. I will take that piece. And that piece. Okay. All right. That'll go there. Okay. So let's see if we can get this back in our little box. Hopefully. Okay. There's that. So we need our, so now that I've got the color down, I can finish gluing those little pieces. Try not to break anything. So I like this pink one, I think, then. So maybe that one. And then we'll do this one. It's got a little bit of a reddish color, kind of. All right, that works. Good enough. Can't hold on to these little stamps. Back in your little holder. Okay. That goes there. All right. This back. So I'm debating if I want to try to glue them together first or put the things on first. I think I'm going to put the decorations on first. I don't think it really matters. It probably doesn't. Thank you for the stars, Dawn. I appreciate that. I'm not left-handed. Yeah, I'm really not left-handed. Where's my little raggy thing? There you are. It's my glue rag. Should turn the fan on. I'm sure it's still hot in here because it got so hot today. All right, we're going to do this one underneath. These are fun. I love doing specimen cards, honestly. They're a little tedious, but it's, I don't know. It's just fun to layer it up and see it come together. Think about it like that. Okay. Is that what I was going to do? Something on that? I think so. I've got the little stamp there too, but I think I'll put it there. Maybe I'll put the stamp on the other side. I might have to turn my fan on. I feel like I'm melting. Yeah, this stamp might have to go up there because I think it's going to fit better. I don't think I inked it. Now, inking's optional, guys. If you all don't like to ink, don't ink. Some people don't like to ink. There's one YouTuber I watch and she does not ink at all. She hates inking. Don't ask me who. Something with an R. I can remember initials, but often don't remember full names. I just remember the letters. Okay. Come here. Do I want to ink you? I don't know. I kind of like the white on your edge. I'm going to leave you. It does have a top and a bottom. I guess we'll try to do it the right way. There, 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 there. I don't know. It almost needs two. What else do I have? It's too big. So that's an example of how badly that die was punched out. It's like not even in the right spot. Alright, I don't know, maybe we'll leave it. It's like I said, I'm thinking about putting brads on the edge. Alright, so let's figure out this acetate. Where's it at? Alright, pressed flower, you need to go back in there because I don't want to lose you. And stamps can go there. This on for a second. Alright, so these are the long, skinny ones. So one. Oh, that one seems really small. Lord have mercy. It's so hard to see. It's like you almost need the ink on the edges of each one just because you can't see it. This one's a little funky, but I think I can work with it. Is it two? Is it one? That's one. Okay. There. All right. So I'm going to attach one to the back first, and Where's my little tape thing? I'm just going to use the very thin one. Hopefully it'll cooperate. It usually ends up sticking to my fingers more than me, or more than my project. Almost need to put like powder on my fingers. You think that would work? Maybe. I'm gonna attempt it. They stick to me so bad, and then I can't get them to work. All right, let go of mastic tape. Okay. I'm putting the acetate on, and then I'm going to stick it to the acetate because then I can tell where it goes better. And then I'll flip it around. I think that will help me stay lined up better. I'm not going to cover the entire thing either because it's got to have so much. So for between the two pieces, I will, I think, put the most. That way the piece doesn't fall out. Because I'm not going to glue it. Although I could put the tiniest tack of glue there if I wanted. I'm not going to, because they are dried flowers and I don't want to risk messing it up. Alright. So, I think I'll put it on. Should I put it on first? I'm thinking. Maybe. If I put it on first, then I could just line the whole thing up. I'm debating. It will also eliminate me forgetting to put the second sheet of acetate on there. So that's going to be the front. I'm going to turn it around. I'm just going to line it up. I hope it stays, because that's... I think I can get this off of here now. I'm here. I can't do it with you there. I got to pick it up. One. I'm not going to get all these done, guys. We'll try to get one square one done. Oh my gosh. Nowhere to hold it. Let go. Ah. I don't know if there's a secret to doing these, but this is always the part I struggle with. Alright, so we've got acetate there. Alright, I'll set this where it goes, hopefully. I'm just doing that so I can line up the flower. So that none of the tape is showing, hopefully. Okay, that looks fairly centered. And my back piece. Ah! Don't drop it. Let go. This is hard. It's hard because it's so flimsy. Honestly, I think thick pieces of acetate are easier to work with. In some ways, but they add more bulk. Oh my gosh, it's just not. Go. Okay. I'm losing my patience. I'm a patient person, but some things try me. All right. There. I just need a second tool so that I don't have to. Oh my gosh. Stay. Is it somewhat lined up, I hope? Okay. So now it's sandwiched. Okay. And then we're going to try to get it on the card. So I'm going to put the tape on the card itself. I'm just going to get as close as I can so that I'll be more likely to hit it. And then, like I said, I can glue the edge, because the only place it's not, the glue won't work right, is where the acetate is. Alright, so there's that. We'll do just a little piece on the top. Not much, just a little snippet there. And a little snippet there. Everywhere else I can put glue. Alright, let's see if this works any better. A little bit better than my tweezers. It's also easier on paper than it is acetate, so. Alright, now to line it up. So the other side is my front, so that's going to be the front. So I'm going to turn it and try to line it up with no tape showing, ideally. Okay, I think I did it. Yes. Perfect. All right. And then, like I said, I'll just glue that with art glitter in a minute. So that's going to go on the back of that. We're not going to do it just yet. I'm going to work on this one. Get my two pieces. Yes. Make sure they're the right way. Okay. We'll do this one first. I wonder if I could just tape that in place temporarily. I'm trying to work smarter, not harder, you know? All right, where'd my tape go? Oh, it's right in front of you. Oh wow. I think it'll flatten back out, but it tried to curve on me. I probably pulled too much. Yeah, it'll be fine. And sticking to everything. This little tape is very difficult to work with because it's so tiny. There. Okay. And then I think by having that little piece of tape there just to hold it in place while I'm working with it, I think that's really helpful. And that's that blue tape. I'm not worried about it sticking or anything. All right, we need our plant. Make sure we got the right side. So this side has some white. This side is just red. I think that's supposed to be the back, so we're going to do the red side. So the red side will be down because that's the front. Try to line it up where it shows. That one stem is a little thick, but hopefully it'll be all right. Stay. Make sure that's clean. Where's my little pointy? I can't see it very well. I think I might have to trim it because I'm a little off on the top, but that's okay. I can trim it. I can do that because it's not attached yet. Okay, now I've got my piece together. That was a little bit easier. Okay, and then we'll put it back on. Right side down, we'll go there. So, tape. If anything, if it's just moving around for you too much, tape it down. It seems to help a lot. Yeah. It's starting to stick to me again. Now, I'm not worried if this tape shows outside that acetate because I'm gonna glue it anyway. It's not like it matters. As long as it doesn't show on the inside of my circle. That's all that matters. All right. Okay, we're getting a little bit faster. All right, right side is the other side. Yep. Right. Okay, so I'm going to try to get it centered. Don't stick until I'm ready. I'm just trying to line the tape up. I don't want the tape showing. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Now we can put our backs on. Like I said, the back can just be glued because I've got enough cardstock there that I can hit it. And then I'll ink it and all that. All right, let's do that. Whew. Whew. Tedious. Lots of gluing space down here. And I'll have to think about if I want to put a brad or anything. I don't know. Now to line this up. But the art glitter will give me a tiny bit more room. The main thing is the circle. So try to line your circle up. And then if you have to, you can trim the outside a little bit, but usually it's okay. All right, where's my glue thingy? Glue oozing. Very pretty. Good. I like it. All right, let's do this one. Mm-hmm. Let's go with this side. It's also a little easier when it's... Oh my gosh. Can't grab it. When it's right next to you. I'm trying to stay in camera, so... one isn't quite the same size. It's just the tiniest bit different. Debate if I want to trim it or leave it. I'll probably trim it. For whatever reason, I didn't cut those the same. It's close, but not quite. I'm going to try to trim it. Just enough where it doesn't. I think I have room. I don't think I'm going to trim that piece. Oh, I might trim it right there. There's a little bit on the front. More concerned about the front than the back. It's hard to see. Gotcha. Okay. There we go. All right, there's two. Where's my bigger inker? There it is. I really like specimen cards when you have the real flowers too. But I don't have real dragonflies or real butterflies, so those will have to be stickers. Alright, so there's those two. Let's do one square one. What time? It's no way I'm going to finish a square one, but we're going to try. I'm going to try. And I'll do the rest off camera, and I'll show it to you next time. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put it together first, and then we'll decorate it. This one. Where's my stickers? Decide which. I think I'll try to do one of the dragonflies. Let's see. Some are smaller than others, so I gotta find the smaller ones. The green one's pretty. That fits. So there's a green, that blue. Not crazy about that one. These are probably AI, which isn't my favorite thing in the world, but unfortunately so much is now. It's hard not to get it. All right, I think one of those. That one's really pretty too. All right, are you watching, Dawn? Can't tell if she's falling asleep on me. She might have. Top left. She knew what I was going to ask her. So this little white one. For those that don't know, Dawn, this book is for Dawn. She's already paid for it, this journal. It is hers. All right, so many pretty ones. I'm sure I'll use more of these throughout the journal. All right. So there's that. I know, I can't believe you're still awake either. All right, let's see, acetate, where are you floating around? I hid you. So this. All right, 2 pieces. 1, 2. Now I assume these aren't mirrored, so I don't think I could stick one back to back. Let me see. Typically that's the case. Sometimes it's mirrored. It is very close, but the chance of me lining that up is slim to none, so I'm not going to risk it just because it is a sticker. If it wasn't a sticker, I might could line it up, but I don't think I can line a sticker up because once it hits somewhere, that's it. All right, but because it is a sticker, I can stick it on here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this piece on first, if I can find my tape. And I'm sure we're going to run just a little bit over. Let's see if I want to tape that down again. It did seem to help. Just a little bit. Way off. Let's see if I can get it to let go of my finger. All right, there's that. Let go. Tape everywhere. Going to use this for the size while I'm taping it. Don't have a lot of room on this one. It's close. I don't know if I can get on the other side of that tape. Not really. There. I'm sticking to everything. Oh, I must have stretched it again. It seems to stretch this thin acetate fairly easy. One more. About there. Like on my finger? No. Okay. All right. Where's my piece of acetate? You stay there. isn't taped to this cardstock, but it's just for size. I might have to decorate this one another day. Or maybe I'll just decorate it off camera. We'll just go ahead and get the dragonfly in there. Alright, we're just gonna... I think I'm gonna have this one the opposite way so that I can stick it because it's a sticker. It's not taped, so I'll still put the front on the front, but... Alright, so these are very difficult to get apart. These little stickers. If I can't get it in a few tries, I will grab some tape. Alright, yeah, ain't coming. That's okay. There's a trick, just like on napkins. You get these ones that just, for whatever reason, they don't want to peel. Do like you do on a napkin. Okay, so it's somewhat straight on there. I'm going to try to get this dragonfly straight. Hopefully. Because I only get one shot at it. On here. I can't see it at all. I'll try to look above. I mean, I'm blind as a bat without... Lordy, I cannot see that edge. Can't see it. Okay. I think I got it enough. I was like, oh, it's never going to work. All right. So that's going to become the front. This doesn't really have a front or back yet, but I think I will stick it to this because I already have the tape on there. So this will go, I mean, like I said, I don't guess it really matters because it hasn't been decorated, so. No little pieces everywhere. Let go. Just going to show how sticky this tape is. It's very sticky. Alright, stay. Okay. So it doesn't matter. As long as I get it outside that line where the tape is. Try not to have that tape show. I think I got it. Alright. Alrighty. It's like, for a second there, I thought I said it wrong. I was about to have a heart attack. Is this gonna work? No. I knew I left that lid off too long. It's okay. I can unplug it in a second. if we can line her up. I'm going to try to move fast. You know how hard glitter is. I mean, you probably have, I would say, 5 seconds to move it. All right, I think we got it. So that'd be cute once it's decorated. It's a little off, but I can trim it. It is a little off because I don't think any of these are identical. They're hand cut, so I'm sure they're not identical. That's okay. I left enough room that I can trim it. That is one of the advantages to, I would say, decorating it last, is if you do have to trim it because you really just messed up and glued it in the wrong spot. It is going to allow you, it just does not want to come off my hand, allow you that. Okay, so here, so that's what that one looks like. It's pretty. All right, so we'll decorate that one later. And we have these two. Very cute. And like I said, I'll probably just decorate them off camera. You don't have to watch me do it. You get the idea of how to do it, and that's the whole idea. Just to make sure you guys know how to do it, and then I can do the tedious stuff off camera. So you don't have to watch every little bit. But I'll put some more rub-ons and, you know, stuff like that. Pretty much the same as we did, but different. All right, guys, let me clean up so I can set this down. And we're going to call it a night because it is 11 o'clock. Sticking to everything. Between remnants, oh my goodness, remnants of glue. I have glue everywhere. There. Okay. Grab those in camera. And I'll work on the rest of these later. All right. Not too messy. All right. I will see you guys Sunday. I'm going to do, for Stencil Sunday, I'm going to do stencils, some of the new ones. Well, specifically the, what's it called? Lovely Florals. I'm going to do something with that, and it'll be fun. Okay? And I will be working in the journal doing it, so. All right, guys. I will see you guys on Sunday. Y'all take care. Have a good rest of your evening. Okay, bye-bye.